Alright everybody, welcome back to to another Oblivion mod playthrough. It is I, Xilestar, and today we are going to be doing the Lost Spires. It is a very old mod. I think it was made back in 2008, 2009, give or take, so it's a very old one, but it's a very good one. Let's get started. I've heard that the Archaeology Guild is looking for experienced recruits. Perhaps I would fit the bill. Perhaps I will. Just want to double check something. Okay, there was the laws. I don't know why I didn't see it, but anyway, enough of that. So let's get started with what this series is supposed to do. When we start another sort of mod, we go back and look at the previous mod for a short amount of time. Yeah, that's a lot of change. That's one of the few changes that's happened. All right. So as you know, we finished Knights of the Nine Revelations last time, or Knights of the Nine Revelation last time. There's no S at the end. I found that out after the fact, but it's fine. So here it is. Oh, I never actually emptied the inventory. My bad. But it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. Let's go and take a look at this. So, here's everything that needs to be mentioned about Knights of the Nine Revelations. 1, there is no level requirement at all. I looked. I'm surprised. But then again, it gives you a better armor, and plus to do it, you might as well wear the Crusader armor anyway. So technically, you're already going to be pretty stacked when you're going through it the first time, kind of deal. Initial gold requirement, 114,700. Now, you don't need this to complete the entire mod. You only need about, I think it's like 400, I think. The others is just for the end of the mod kind of thing. Modifiable gold requirement. This only has 1. And this one is very, very specific because you only need to do this if you do not have an item that gives you water breathing. If you have an item or you have a spell that gives you water breathing, you do not need to do this. But then again, it is something that needs to be mentioned. So if you don't have water breathing, let's say, the maximum amount of gold you're going to need is 4,500 to buy the Allied Helmet of Gills. This is if your personality, your speechcraft, your mercantile, all that stuff that it governs the whole disposition as well. If the person is 0 kind of thing, you're just pretty much bad at bartering kind of thing. This is how much you have to pay for it for you to have it. Gold reward, you don't get one. As unfortunate as it is, you don't really get a gold reward for finishing it, or you don't get any gold technically in between it. Now you do get to rescue slaves in Knights of the Nine Revelations that do give you gold. I'm not counting that because it's a side thing. It's not really like a main reward. It's not like a main quest kind of thing, or when you beat like a Fighters Guild kind of quest kind of thing where you get like 200 or 300 gold kind of thing. It's like, yeah, I got gold for the quest, right? No, it doesn't work that way. Any like physical sort of rewards kind of thing that are not gold. You do get the Knights of the Nine Castle. You get about 80 plus followers. It's either 80 or 70 plus, but either way, it doesn't matter. 80 plus is just as good. It doesn't really matter. And you get an upgraded Crusader armor. Of course, since that mod requires a DLC, obviously you're already going to have the Crusader armor to start it. So there's that too. Selling item total gold accumulated. So the total amount of gold that we got for selling items was around 200,000. I recently I think about a week ago, I recently just looked up how much gold we got for the modded playthrough. We got about 100,000. So this is varied, but then again, that one was very off, so it doesn't really matter. So for this total of 114,700, there's a few notes that we have to sort of get towards. One is that you technically are forced to buy the diamond tipped hammer, which is 400 gold. So as long as you have 400 gold, you're good. They pretty much hand give you enough gold because they just give you 2,000 if you freed the slaves at the first area. There you go. You need 84,700 for all of the castle upgrades. This is to finish the castle. You need 30,000 to finish the to rebuilding of the priory. So there's that as well. And that is pretty much everything that is here. That's all of that. So let's go put this back in. Not like it matters anyway. Yeah. So another thing that I did is for mod rewards, I finally added this Shield of Retribution spell tome. I'm actually kind of surprised that it didn't have the tome part out of it. Anyway, yeah. Oh. I didn't change the text, but that's fine. I can fix that later. So here it is. Yeah, I copied the text from the spell tome of that, but I changed everything to fit what I needed it to. So this is literally everything for Bladesong. So a little bit talking about Bladesong here. The only difference, so if you take a look at the scroll and take a look at this, you're only going to notice one difference. This has one less 0 because over 100 doesn't do anything. It doesn't double, triple, or quadruple the damage or anything like that. It doesn't do that. Oh, and the spell that it gives has this 0 removed. So it literally costs 375 magicka. This is to tell you pretty much how much magicka it would have costed. So that's kind of a cool little thing to add as well. A bunch of other things, but let's just start Lost Spires. Let's just go right into it. Oh, I meant to do something. I meant to do this. I'll definitely do this off screen for the next mod playthrough, but deposit, store all. There you go. Perfect. There you go. There you go. So now we have no gold. So now we go to the Archaeology Guild. So let's go to the Old Inn Bridge. Let's go do it. Our armor also has some pretty sweet upgrades too. But we'll get to that when we get towards the like a cave or a dungeon or something. I think that would be kind of cool. Alright, so now we're going to the Archaeology Guild. I'm kind of need my bodyguard here, Tess. Hi, Tess.
How can I help?
We kind of need you here.
Sure.
Okay.
Yes, my love.
Alright, follow me. Alright, there you go. Alright, let's go in. Alright, so we don't really need Tess, but you know what? Since we're not going to be here for too much longer, Tess.
Yes, my love.
Guard this place, please.
All right.
Thank you. Alright, this place looks kind of cool, actually. I kind of really like the interior. It looks awesome. Like, look at this. It looks amazing. I love this area. It looks so good. It has the kind of style like a museum kind of thing, so it looks really, really nice. But anyway, let's go talk to...
It's always a pleasure to meet you.
Let's go speak to Steve here.
Welcome to the Archaeology Guild.
Thank you, man.
My name is Steve.
Nice to
I'm
meet you.
the resident gemologist. I'm also responsible for admitting new recruits.
Shipwreckage.
The Kokayeri? That's just one of the relics we've unearthed. You'll find many such artifacts around here. Ogle them as much as you like, but do not touch.
Well, I was on this ship not too long ago.
Many are very delicate and have yet to be fully studied.
Whoops. The Archaeology Guild.
The Archaeology Guild is a peaceful institution dedicated to unearthing the ancient mysteries of Tamriel.
Oh, sorry. New recruits?
You are perhaps interested in joining?
Yes. Well, technically, no, perhaps later.
Have a nice day.
Hang on. There's that dialogue option. So I'm going to go through every dialogue option. I'm going to buy everything. I think they have certain things they sell. I'm going to go buy everything, blah, blah, blah. I'm probably going to buy everything later, though. Probably not going to buy it during... Maybe. Actually, I think they might be unlocked in different quests. So yeah, probably after everything.
Yes.
I've come here to...
You are perhaps...
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
Unlike the other guilds, we're small and narrowly specialized. This means all members must be bright, dedicated, and have archaeological experience. You wouldn't happen to be experienced with ancient elven history, would you? Alien research is a staple, and Sova's been nagging me to recruit an apprentice for her.
I went to the first era, technically, so, you know what? I should technically be the best expert to the aliens. Mind you, I only, didn't really interact with any of them, so... Maybe not the best, but pretty darn close. No, unfortunately.
Do you know any ancient languages? Or perhaps you have experience in cartography, geology, or gemology?
Technically, Drathis does know an ancient language, but this mod doesn't recognize it, so, no, not really.
Well, then... I'm afraid we don't just have a position open for a complete greenhorn.
Greenhorn? You're right, I'm no archaeologist.
I'm sorry then. It doesn't look like you and archaeology were meant to be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so he doesn't just stop you, okay, good.
You...
Yes, definitely. No. No, not really. Greenhorn, I'm a seasoned adventurer.
So, you're good in combat, you say?
Sort of.
Well...
I wouldn't say I'm completely
Come
bad.
to think of it, I may just have some use for you after all.
Yay!
Now, it wouldn't be a full-time position.
Great, Spark.
Just one task. But who knows what may come.
This is my... Anyway.
Are you interested?
Apparently I clicked no, perhaps later.
Have
Okay, so he's just gonna repeat that. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just curious. Okay, yes, definitely. No. No, not really. Greenhorn, I'm a seasoned adventurer. Yes, sign me up.
Congratulations. You are now a temporary guild member. You'll be referred to as Tyro.
Tyro.
Before I give you your first assignment, I should like to fill you in on the Archaeology Guild's history. And of course, you must get properly acquainted with the entire guild. Here, take this archaeologist's robe. It's
Yay!
a customary gift for new recruits.
Woo! Alright, guild history.
Originally, this institution was founded by Waimir Solan to aid him in his alien research.
Makes sense, you know?
Tragically, however, Solan was killed in a tunnel collapse while excavating one such ruin. After that, Calreither, Solan's most trusted apprentice, was elected headmaster, and he remains so to this day.
Alright, Cal Rythor.
Reither is the current headmaster of the guild. Like his mentor, he pursues his work zealously. In fact, he's currently away on an expedition.
Okay. Solon.
Solan was an amazing scholar and a most patient mentor. And even though he died nearly a decade ago, we'll never forget his selfless dedication to this scholarly craft. May his spirit live on in you.
Okay, I don't want to be haunted by a ghost, though. Temporary membership.
Yes, no one has ever been recruited to the guild as muscle. I'll need to consult Ryther when he gets back from his expedition as to your official status.
Well, to be fair, if you guys really need the muscle, I think he's going to make an exception for me.
Gain rank and favor, and you shall be rewarded well. As you can see, we have many rare artifacts to offer. For tasks well done, you will receive display case keys. Also, periodically, as you gain our trust, you will gain access to our display stands.
Yay.
Additionally, you can purchase replica posters from many guild members. The higher your rank, the better the selection.
So it's going to be better.
Everything ours can be yours with time.
Yes, I'm going to buy everything after the fact. So, properly acquainted.
Yes. Firstly, there's Aster. He's the guild cartographer and geologist. Then you should speak to Verus. He's a classical scholar. He researches ancient languages. Norlin is the deity specialist. Sovar is an elite historian. She's actually following up on Solan's research from years ago. Those are the four I'd like you to meet. But there's also Tumir, a paleontologist, and Ryther, the head leader, who are out on expedition. And of course, where would we be without our trusty assistants? Feel free to acquaint yourself with them as well.
Okay, so we need to talk to everyone. That's fine.
Farewell.
Alright, we're going to go talk to all of the assistants when the time comes, because of course I am not going to go talk to all of them. But first, I want to go check something, so I'm going to be right back. Alright, so hopefully I turned it back on. Just wanted to make sure that it's actually recording. If it wasn't, I'm going to be really pissed. But at least I've only recorded 20 minutes. I'm going to do you last, just because it just makes more sense, because I can go around here and then kind of go around. So Varus is over here. Cool. Oh, there's 3 gold. Nice. We got some gold now. We can buy stuff. Okay. We can buy stuff now. Ooh, look at that. Nice. These look kind of cool too. Some nice gold there. I don't really see too much of any other gold. Where? Okay, whatever.
Hello there.
What was that? Turpentine. Okay.
Owen sick again.
Sure.
Just leave it at the door.
Leave what at the door? Who's open?
And payments on the crate.
I'll take the payment. Owen? Leave what?
Leave what? The booze? Wait, who are you?
T told me to introduce myself.
Oh, you're a new member. Good to see you.
Yay!
It's been a while since we've had a fresh face around here. I'm Domitian Verus, classical scholar. Most of the time I'm in here reading, drinking. But ever since we found that spire, I've had my work cut out. But tell me, where does your experience lie?
I'm an adventurer.
I guess I got through to Steve after all. Either that or you left some impression.
Yay!
I've been telling Steve to hire some muscle, but he was hesitant. You see, everyone's swamped with research, so you're just what we needed.
Okay. What's this, what's this? Did he even say anything about this? Spire.
Steve hasn't told you yet, has he?
No, he hasn't.
We've just discovered something unique. A ruin structure entirely foreign to Tamriel.
Cool.
It's neither Iliad nor Daedric, and that's got me all excited.
Why?
You might have noticed some of the ruin fragments we've extracted on your way in. Those are just the first I've been able to bring here. There's much more at the Spire site.
Well,
You've sure come at an exciting time.
well, I'm sure that there's more at the Spire.
Goodbye.
If... Okay, whatever. Okay. This place is kind of interesting. Okay. Gold? No, no gold. Okay. I'm not gonna bother anymore. So we got this pot over here that we can steal. No, okay. We're gonna go talk to Sova. But first. Cool. No. Apparently that's nothing. Hi.
I'm busy at the moment, stranger.
I'm sorry. T told me to introduce myself.
So you're the new hire? You do have Iliad history experience, don't you?
First of all, you already know that I'm a new hire, apparently. Which is interesting, because I was supposed to introduce myself and find out what you guys do, but yet you already know who I am. Not exactly.
What aspects of archaeology are you versed in, then?
The physical kind. I'm an adventurer.
An adventurer? This isn't the Fighters Guild. We do serious research here.
Okay.
I specifically told Teve to hire someone who could help me with my work.
Well,
I guess Virus and Say must have outswayed me.
well, 2v1, it makes sense. Not only that, remember that sometimes the ruins you go to are infested with monsters. You kind of want someone to deal with the monsters portion, so you can do the smart stuff, right? Research.
I'm sure Teve mentioned that this guild was originally founded for Iliad research.
Sure.
But Solon's death brought with it a great setback to our research, since he was its primary receptacle. While the others have expanded into other domains, I've focused on taking back up Solon's search. I'm just now starting to catch up to him.
Starting to catch up, but geez, you got a lot to do then. You know, Solon's had how long, and you just whatever. Solon's search.
During his time, Solon had excavated many Iliad ruins, but in particular, he was obsessed with the legend of Aeon IV.
Aeon 4.
Only fragments of the legend remain, but supposedly there was once a great Iliad king, Aeon IV, who led his people to suppress a great evil. Aeon was deified in Iliad history and lain to rest in an elaborate labyrinth beneath his citadel. Or so the story goes. Now, it was Solon's intent to prove the myth true by finding this labyrinth. To this he devoted his life, and this guild remains a testament to his resolve. I don't intend to let him down.
That's interesting, but wow. Wow, but I never did catch your name.
I'm sorry. I just got so caught up. I'm Sova. Nice to meet you. Listen, sorry about my harping. You're just not what I expected.
Yeah.
I'll get over it, though. Besides, I suppose Virus and Say have their point. Your talents will come in handy, especially now.
Talking about the Spire?
Let's see what I can offer.
Did her voice change? Anyway.
Okay. Let me know if you change your mind.
Did her voice change? Okay, whatever.
Farewell.
So she has one poster that we can buy. That's kind of cool, actually. Securely fastened to the wall. Well, not if I grab a screwdriver. Oh, wait, yeah, that's right. We don't have screwdrivers in this world. Yeah, you keep guarding the door, Tess. Norleen. Yay. Hello.
May I direct you somewhere? Or did you come to see me?
I need you to direct me to the bathroom. No, I'm kidding. Hi, I've just been admitted by Teve.
Ah, fresh blood. Good to see you.
Are you a vampire?
I'm Norleen. Tamrielic deity research is my forte.
How about you?
That's not the right spelling for forte. It has to have the thing on the last E. I'm an adventurer.
Shh, don't tell that to Sova. She's been hounding T for an Aliad expert.
I've already talked to her.
Me, however, I'm glad you're here. There have been plenty of occasions where I could have used a knight in shining armor.
I think mine's more grim, but... mine's more grim, but hey, it's fine.
Which one would you like?
Okay, her voice doesn't change like Sova's did.
Okay, let me know if you change your mind.
Okay, whatever. Research.
Well, at the moment, I've paused my own work to help out at the Spire, but I was studying Tamrielic deities before that. In particular, I'm trying to track down the disappearance of the Goddess Lumini.
The Goddess Lumini.
A while back now, when I was helping Sova sort through Solon's old papers, I ran into transcripts of these strange Aliad votive tablets. The Aliads offered prayers in honor of a goddess called Lumini, but there's no record of this deity's existence. We know nothing of Lumini save her name. Was she benevolent? Was she powerful? Did she even exist? Lumini may yet exist. Her shrine could be long lost somewhere, awaiting discovery. On the other hand, it could all be myth.
It could. Okay.
Bye.
So I think the one that's supposed to kind of reveal the whole Spire shenanigans, because I always start with Varys. I think I started it with the modded playthrough in this. I think you're supposed to talk to Aster Say here first.
What are you doing here?
And then he's supposed to introduce the Spire. And then we're supposed to talk to Varys. And so I think Sova said something about it. I'm not quite sure. Instead of them trying to like hint that they're doing a current project, like, well, I've like for Norleen's kind of dialogue, instead of saying like Spire, she could have said like, I paused my own research to help with a current guild project or something like that. I don't know. It just seems kind of weird.
Hello there.
Hi.
Hello there.
Hi. Hi. I've just been admitted by T. Admitted.
Congratulations.
Yay!
I am Aster Say, resident cartographer. I also dabble in geology. And what might your line of expertise be?
That's not how like Teve introduced him. Like, not a dabbler in geology. Just say like he's an expert in cartography and geology. It's like, I'm an adventurer.
Adventurer? Are you here then to help us clear the Spire?
See, I think you're supposed to talk to him first, and then you're supposed to do it. I'm to introduce myself first.
Of course. Also, I'd suggest taking a look around the guild hall, get a better sense of your new surroundings. Actually, it's not so much a hall as it is an abandoned castle. Solan found it years ago when we were just starting the guild. Feel free to peruse some of our great relics in the lobby. We've also got a well-stocked library, and upstairs we have the members' quarters. The assistants' quarters are just through this door in front of me here. That's where all our assistants bunk up.
Okay, abandoned castle.
Before we moved in here, this castle was in such disrepair that no one wanted to inhabit it. The land around here is in constant uplift. Half the castle is already buried and deformed, which isn't a conspicuous fact.
Okay.
But this uplift is slow, so I don't see us having to move out anytime soon. In fact, I've grown quite accustomed to the place.
Such an eccentric structure has a way of growing on you.
Okay then. Ship wreckage.
The Coquerie. Quite a sight, isn't it? Ryther discovered this fabled wreck in Topal Bay. According to legend, the Coquerie was a trade galleon ferrying a large shipment of imperial bullion from elsewhere when it was raided by corsairs. They ran it aground in the shallows of Topal Bay before it could reach the imperial city. They looted all the bullion.
I think it's supposed to be an A in the area, so I think it's like Topal, so it's like Topal, but I don't know. I might be wrong.
Just last week, we discovered a mysterious black spire in the West Weald. Truly a remarkable find. This spire is encrusted with oddly glowing glyphs. These markings are unlike anything I've ever encountered, and I've been through my fair share. Anyway, the excavation is ongoing, but we've run into a few snags. No, wait, I don't want to steal Teve's thunder. I better leave the full briefing to him.
Okay. I mean, you could have just given me a snippet of information.
Bye.
Okay. I have introduced myself to all the members that Teve requested. I should ask him for my first assignment. If you want to know it's nothing really too much in here. It just literally just says like I have introduced myself to this person, and they are this person, right? And it gives him a little brief of what they are. So like for Varus, he is a classical scholar researching ancient languages. Sova is an alien historian continuing Solon's old research efforts. Norleen, she's researching the deities of Tamriel. Could have just put specifically or more towards like Lumini, but okay, it's fine. Then Astor say he's an expert in cartography. See, expert in cartography and geology, not expert in cartography and dabbles in geology, just expert. What a weird thing. Anyway, how's the guard?
Yes, my love.
How's the guard business going? Doing good? That's good. All right. Hi, Teve.
Have you acquainted yourself with the others?
If you've talked to none or not all of them, you'll only have not yet as your only thing. So if you click not yet,
Then what are you waiting for?
there you go. And you can continue the conversation of any of this stuff. So,
Have you acquainted?
yes, I have.
Good. Now you're ready for your first assignment.
First assignment. If any of them have new dialogue options, I'm gonna wait until we have to talk to them in order to do it, right? So it's makes it more fluid kind of thing. So like, if the next time we have to talk to, let's say, I almost said Solon, but that's wrong. Say, let's say, and Say has like an extra dialogue that we can do. I'm gonna do the extra dialogue before we continue the storyline. So there's that. First assignment.
Just a week ago, we've discovered a new, never-before-seen type of ruin. We call it the Spire. No one's sure to whom it belonged, but it's certainly not Eliad, not Adric, as far as we can tell. One thing's certain, though, it is ancient. Excavation work has already begun on the spire itself, but there is also an elaborate cave system beneath it that we like to excavate.
Cool.
Below the spire lies an enormous subterranean antechamber, much of which has caved in. I suspect there's a way around to the other side, but we've heard strange noises coming from deeper in the cave. As is, it's too dangerous for us to excavate down there. I need you to clear out a passage so that we can get through to possibly other chambers. Be sure to take along a sturdy weapon and be careful not to damage
So I want to take a brief look. Do you see anything? Nope. Just checking. Okay. Whatever. We're gonna save it. And we're gonna go and not fast travel there. I just want to know how far it is. Oh, we're pretty close. So who really cares? We can just literally just... Actually, I should have them all... Aha! There we go. Just want to double check. Yep. Alright. Let's go. Alright. So, a lot of things have changed since the last time of the Oblivion mod playthrough. And a few things have changed since the Oblivion modded playthrough as well. So one of the few things... That was a really good jump. That has changed, of course, is a lot of the armor scripts, as you can probably already tell, because we've had it trigger about 3 or 4 times, kind of thing. And that is that anytime we enter an interior, of course, we get a pop-up that asks us if we want a light or night eye. If you don't know, oh. Am I just getting extremely unlucky, or is it? Oh no, it's just not charged. All right. So I'll just wait till the game before I start explaining any further. All right, there should be 2 assistants in here. Yeah. Hello.
Oh, hello, guildmate. You're welcome to explore this site as much as you wish.
Yay! You only have 2 people apparently. Domitian. I think Varus.
I knew Varus from our studies at the Imperial City. He was always a little, how would you say, unconventional? To this day, he holds the record for climbing the highest up White Gold Tower completely unaided. He came down pretty quickly after that, but he insisted all along that he was doing it in the interest of Iliad research. Of course, no one believed him. I mean, you could smell the Tamika wine if you so much as stood downwind of him.
What?
Personally, I always had time for him. I looked up to him, like you would with a sweet but misguided uncle. His theories were brilliantly unconventional, and the Iliads were like that too, always defying expectations. But sure enough, soon afterwards he submitted a paper on the religious significance of Iliad towers that stunned even the council. Try not to be too hard on him,
Well, I'm not going to be. Teve.
Of all the members, Teve's my favorite, so it was wonderful being chosen as his assistant for my first assignment.
Yay!
Even amongst Argonians, his swimming ability was considerable. He told me it was this, rather than any studies, that led to his appointment here. There's a lake near Blackrose in the Black Marsh where he comes from that he used to swim in. The basin is encrusted with jewels beneath thin layers of silt after a land cascade. The waters look dark as midnight from the surface, but once you submerge yourself and dive down into the depths, you'll find, in Teve's own words, stars that glitter from the deep like some dark heaven. He's often used that story to tell me to keep my mind focused on what's important and not to rely entirely upon my studies. To everyone's surprise, Teve has always been on good terms with Tumir, the Khajiit, although he does keep telling him that of all the gems he collects, he likes the cat's eyes the most.
Alright.
Bye now.
Is there another one over here? No, so he's on the stairs then. Okay, good. Whoa! That was kind of weird. He's floating! Man, these guys are magical! Okay.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Cernus.
These glyphs are amazing, but what do they mean?
They mean nothing. I don't know. Norleen.
Ooh, Norleen? Isn't she one of the nicest Dunmers you'll ever find? Although I realize that's not saying much. Of course, I could have been enchanted. That's happened a few times. I am the longest-serving assistant here, and I remember that when she joined, the Dark Brotherhood had a contract out on her. When Wraith got wind of this, he and Teve went out on vigils to catch the agents at work and seek a parley. Somehow, and against the Brotherhood's traditions, Rife succeeded in reversing the contract and turning it against their client, a rival Dunbar family with whom they'd held a long-standing feud. Once
Dang.
this was done, she became very, grateful to us. And I do
Wow.
not think there is anything she does not know about mythology, from here to Hierarch.
Okay then.
Now there is no need to make me angry.
What? I didn't make you angry, did I? I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to. Alright, let's go on. Newfound Spire Ruin. Okay, there's nothing in there. Okay. Yeah, so one of the few scripts that got added to the armor was this light and night eye one. It really does as intended. Okay, well, I need to do something. I don't have it yet. But we're gonna do something really, really quick. Should have realized it before, but I think... Wait. What? Oh no, that's right. It says real quick. Quickly now. Yes, your light. Recharge. There you go. Hi. Man, these bears are really friendly. Yay! Alright. There you go. So one of the few things that I ended up doing as well, I'm going to talk about the weapon right now, because the armor I can literally just play through the entire mod with it, but for the weapon I wanted to sort of talk about it a little bit. So I changed it so that instead of it always being able to be used without anything, I ended up giving it its sort of effects. So the first thing you're going to notice is that it actually has a name now, rather than being called the Dark King's Blade. Drathis' sword is actually named Twisted Light. It was originally a holy sword that got corrupted by dark magic, and so it changed into an unholy sword. Anyway, so that's where it was. It had pretty much it had the ability of changing, or it had the ability of manipulating light to its advantages. So it was able to twist light, so to speak. So that's why it's called that. And plus, it's a double sort of meaning, because since you twisted the light into darkness, makes sense. Anyway, so the effects are very, very simple. So I'm going to go down the list from the top to the bottom, so you understand what it is. The first one, 50% chance to inflict elemental damage on strike. This is as close to chaos damage from Skyrim as you can get inside of Oblivion. So how it's supposed to work is that each and every sort of variable that gets occurred has a 1 in 8th chance, or 12.5% chance. Unfortunately, Oblivion can't really do that sort of calculation. So the closest that I can do is either all of them be 12 and have an extra 4 do nothing, which already has 12% doing nothing, so it would be 16% nothing, and everything else would have a 12% chance of working. Or I do it this way. So Fire, Frost, and Shock have a 13% chance of occurring. So does doing nothing. Every dual version, so Fire, Frost, Frost, Shock, and Shock, Fire, so all the dual ones have a 12% chance of occurring, and so does getting all three at once. Now for the single ones, they only do 35 points of damage for those ones. For the dual ones, they're 30 points each, so that means that both of them are together they're 60 points of damage. So it's stronger, but it's not as good on one element. So if they're immune to one of the elements, you're not doing as much damage. And of course, for all three is, of course, 25 each, so that's 75 altogether. So there you go. 20% chance to damage equipment on strike. This is what originally had the random enchantment. So the random enchantment had 3 different effects. You're currently seeing them right here. It is the 20%, the 1%, and the 5% chance. Those ones are all specifically that mechanic in there. The silence on strike, there is no percentage chance. You're always guaranteed silence on the opponent. Now, the percent chance that's actually a part of that script is how long the duration is. 40% chance, you get a 4-second silence on the target. You have a 30% chance of getting 6 seconds. You have a 20% chance of getting 8 seconds. And for the final 10%, you have a 10-second one. So it's amazing to do it that way. You have a 1% chance of causing curse on strike. This curse, by the way, is a dumbed, is sort of a drop-down version of the cursed hand. I got rid of most of the useless stuff that doesn't really need to matter. So I got rid of, like, let's say, I think it's weakness to disease, poison, and normal weapons. And I think I dropped down how long they last and how effective they are. I think it's like 50 for 5 seconds, I think, or something like that. So it's not as strong, but it's pretty close. You have a 5% chance to paralyze any enemy on strike. Actually, I need to go pick something else up at the house too. And for the final thing, Nourish Blade on strike. This is actually kind of interesting. So there is a weapon. I'm going to go pick up the thing I need to go pick up. I forgot to pick it up. So there is actually a weapon already in the game. Actually, it's in Shivering Isles specifically. And all it pretty much does in Shivering Isles is that it allows it that it changes into an alternate version of it during the day and night cycle. So it changes depending on the time of day. Now, in theory, this is actually a very good weapon. Oh, I accidentally stored it all in there. Okay, well, I'll take it all. So I took what that script does, sort of decoded how it did its calculations and how it did its changing, and used it to my benefit for my sword, so though it was a little bit different. So now my sword, I clicked the wrong thing again. It's the travel chest, isn't it? Yeah. So keeping that in there. No, that's awesome. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna put a sound cue for it. But for the most part, how the sword actually does get its regeneration factor is if the player actually gets 100 kills with it. Now, the cool thing is that I can actually monitor this through the game. Oh, these guys are actually kind of friendly. Hi, buddy. Yeah, let me just go and help you out. Oh, I don't think he wants me to help him out at all. There you go, he did. Alright. I'm gonna help you out a little bit. There you go. Alright. Yeah, so I found out how to do it, and I also changed it to sort of fit my sword here. Now, of course, the problem with the original weapon, and I'm trying to figure out if there's actually a way that I can sort of get around this sort of limitation, if you will. So the original limitation of that enchantment, the Nourish Blade, I literally just copied what it said. There's no point in changing it because I couldn't come up with anything. I was thinking of like something like rejuvenating kind of thing, but then that didn't make much sense in the context of it because I couldn't come up with a way to make it sound like the player is not rejuvenating, it's the sword. But I could never come up with a way of making it sound like you're not the one that's getting recovered, it's the sword that is. So there's that. So yeah, so I just remembered that for that sword they called it Nourish Blade, so I thought that's just as good. But then again, the sword's supposed to be like bloodthirsty kind of thing, and Twisted Light's not really bloodthirsty, but it still makes sense. And that's pretty much all of the armor enchantments. Or all the weapon enchantments, I meant to say, not the armor. We haven't talked about the armor one nearly as much. So we have the health, magicka, and fatigue regeneration things. That hasn't changed. So that's all good. That's happiness right there. The other thing that got added is that I don't think it's really going to affect us as much because we are pretty stacked in the one department. Yeah, it's never going to happen. I have a Fame and Infamy switcher system, or technically it changes one to the other. So how it works is that every 24 hours in game, what it does is it scans both your Infamy and Fame. If whichever one is higher, will continue getting higher, and the one that's lower will continue going lower. So in this sort of scenario that I'm in right now, there it is. So in this kind of scenario right now, since I have over 200 Fame, and let's say I gain 1 Infamy, after 24 hours, that 1 Infamy will move to my Fame, and it will remove itself from the Infamy, so that way though I don't have any Infamy. Because, you know, I want my character to remain famous, and sometimes, you know, you get bored one time, and you kill the innocents in the game, and you go, oh man, I didn't want that to be like a giant, like... I didn't want that to stain my character of that, so you know what, I want to change it a little bit. There you go. The other thing is that this actually took a while to actually do. I want to actually see if it's actually working properly. Okay. Yes, it's still working, okay. I didn't test it on this character, so I'm just trying to make sure that it's actually working towards its thing. So what you just saw is actually something that's really cool, and I like to call it as the Cosmetic Script because it's not really functional in any way, shape, or form. I mean, it looks cool, especially when you're trying to make it seem like you're not falling down the stairs, you're just walking. That's awesome. Oh no. Yeah, so what happens is that when you go into walking, or in this case, this sort of mode right here, what it does is it drops your speed. It calculates what your current speed is without any modifiers, so without any enchantments. So without this kind of thing. And what it does is it grabs that total, so our speed is 100. And so what happens is that it stores that number and it changes your speed to 50, and then what it does is it has to modify within that sort of still block of code, it has to remove what bonus this is. So what it does is it then removes that bonus. Nice. This area looks kind of nice, though. Look at this. Look at this thing. It's so awesome. It's over here. Ooh. Just look how cool it is just seeing the character just walking down instead of, like, you know, just blazing past everything. And instead of having your speed, like, 30 million kind of thing, where you're still, like, running kind of thing. Let's go take this metallic shard. I've cleared the cave and discovered this curious shard. Certainly it will interest Teve. If you've pretty much bypassed everything, because pretty much I could have, because nothing really targeted me. Yeah, by the way, it'll still say that you cleared everything, so just mention that. Okay, this has to go down somewhere. Oh, is it this thing? Oh, there we go. Nice. Then it leads us back to over here. You'll probably already notice something particular about that chest. I will get to that at the end of the mod. Alright, we've escaped. Awesome. Alright, so let's continue talking about the other scripts. So there's one that I added, which is actually really nice because it's very cool. I like it a lot. So at the beginning of combat, a random bonus will sort of trigger. This random bonus is purely defensive. It has all of the resists at a 10% chance minus magicka, or the minus resist magic, because that is broken. Especially, even if it's like resist magic 10%, that means 10% of the time you resist the magic. Or you resist 10% of the magic's effect. I don't remember how it's sort of worded as. But again, that's still broken in a sense, which is amazing. So I have that lower than everything, and then it also has a 10% chance of reflecting damage or spell, and I also have a 1% chance to get all of the effects slightly reduced, obviously. Hi.
This is a holdup. Hand it over or die.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to see that. No, take it away from me if you can.
We can play it that way if you like.
Okay. Here's... Oh. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Alright, so I'm gonna loot. So I'm only gonna accept loot from the warlock chests from now on. Because they're more so the custom loot tables kind of thing. Or they're more so the loot tables you should be sort of grabbing anyway. I don't want to go for night eye. I'd rather just wait till we go into a cave to show off the night eye thing. So I'm gonna go for light. Okay then. Do I have to... Do you say anything new? No, okay. So it's... So it is Teve that only says, okay.
You're back.
No, I'm not.
Were you able to clear out the ruin?
Is there an option to say no? No, there isn't. Yes, and I found this.
What's this? You found this in the ruins?
Yes, it was in the second chamber.
So, there was a second chamber. After all, let me take a look at that. Very peculiar. The outer matrix here is no ordinary igneous rock. It's certainly not sedimentary. Judging by its density and structure, I'd say this has to be a meteorite.
Ooh.
But this inner matrix is really spectacular. Look how it glows.
Ooh, shiny. Reward.
For such good work on a first assignment, you're right. Here,
Yay! Meteorite.
Distinguishing meteorites from earthly rocks isn't difficult. The telltale signs of high density and high metal concentrations, as we have here. Also notice the well-defined fusion crust. It's a surface melt resulting from high velocity entry into the atmosphere.
Okay, inner matrix.
I've seen my fair share of meteorites, but nothing like this. It appears as though the glowing inner matrix is firmly encased in this otherwise ordinary meteorite. And look here, I can make out a marking on the inner material.
Oh, I didn't save it. I'm pretty sure there's an autosave, so it doesn't really matter. Let's just go with, nah, I don't see it.
There's so much grime, it's hardly visible. If we could clean it off, we'd get a better look.
Okay, alright, there we go.
You're well.
We're just gonna go let this go through, blah blah blah, inner matrix. Yeah, I see it too.
But it's barely legible. We need to clear off some of this grime.
Grime?
It's definitely a deposit of some sort. Perhaps a fusion crust. Whatever it is, it's stuck on there good. I know what will do the trick. Tome's dissolving agent.
Who's dissolving agent? Tamir's dissolving agent.
Tumir, our resident paleontologist, developed a special dissolving agent to help his fossil excavation. He had a similar problem with stubborn mineral deposits. They completely enveloped his fossil. I want you to go see Tumir and bring me back a vial of his dissolving agent. Here, I'll mark his excavation site on your map. And hurry back. I'd like to get to the bottom of this.
Okay. Anything else? Nope. Alright.
Blessings from the Black Marsh.
Okay. I'm going to save it. I'm going to head over there. So the final sort of, or second final, because I haven't really worked on the last one. I just need to do a lot of testing, unless there actually is another mod that fixes this issue. So as you guys are all probably well aware, it happened literally not too long ago. So it's not like it hasn't happened. See what I mean? So the thing that I'm talking about is that some enemies don't attack me right away for some reason. It's weird. Some of them, there's a good chunk that'll actually still attack me for no, like, not, I don't want to say no reason, but will attack me as if like we're a normal person just running around. And just picking up this, I already know what's gonna happen, so might as well pick it up ahead of time. But yeah, so the last final thing that is finished for the armor, of course, is the spatial awareness spell. Now I have to do...
Is there something that troubles you?
Assistant 05, nice. So the final sort of tweak that I need to do with it is to find the perfect sort of feat for life detection, and it's perfect. That's the only thing. Hi, buddy.
Don't you just love field work?
Sure.
The fresh open air, camping under the starry sky.
I hate camping.
You can't beat that.
I don't like camping. Not my no, it's not the favorite. Tamir?
If you ask me, there are just two reasons why Tamir is out in the sticks, and neither of them has anything to do with paleontology.
Really?
The first and most important is that Tamir is a congenital practical joker. This would be instantly forgivable if he hadn't chosen Ryther as his target.
Ooh.
Tamir's got something against stuffy desk work, so he used a soul gem on Ryther's library, which somehow got them to talk in their author's voices when opened.
That's awesome.
He'd said he'd intended to use it as a tool, so that they could provide a sort of commentary to the texts. Typically for Tamir, it was just a well-crafted lie. What they actually did was to moan constantly about anything that had bothered them in life. Bad backs, pet hates, personal insults, anything. The second reason is that Tamir is a Khajiit, and he just loves big green open spaces. He has a knack for getting things his own way, too.
Cool. Solan.
You want me to tell you about Solan? Okay, but I don't know any more than the rest of us about our great founder and pioneer. Solan originally came from Hammerfell, where his family had been embroiled in the War of Betonis. As a child, he suffered from a wasting illness that was later to be cured when his uncle took him southeast to Valenwood healers. During his early life, he pined for Cyrodiil, where his fascination with the Aelids became fully realized. By the time he came to live in the Talos Plaza for a short while as a young man, he almost knew more than any single Imperial scholar before him. His memory was prodigious, and he had the scholar's fevered desire to gather knowledge. Yet there was more to him than this. He regarded the people as the keepers of sacred knowledge, and felt that everyone held some special part in Tamriel's history in their souls, and that they imparted some of this life force into their dwellings, where remnants would linger for many, many centuries. As such, he was a fanatical humanist, whose sense of charity and reverence of the people earned him the nickname of Solan the Baptist in the towns through which he would travel during his research.
That's awesome.
Farewell.
Alright. Hello.
Isn't this a beautiful specimen? It's perfectly preserved.
Master say.
Say's probably the most level-headed person I ever met, and it's hard to get on his bad side unless you do something stupid, like mess with his measurements and calibrations. He's a bright one, like many Bretons, but for one so young, he's incredibly well-traveled too. It makes him a bit of a hit with the ladies. For a while, I thought he had his eye on Norleen, but it turns out he already married a Khajiit in Riverhold called Kajmava, not too far away from the West Wheel. She's not one of the southern city dwellers either, but a short-tempered nomad from one of the northern tribes, who some say is well connected with the clan mothers. Tamir went to the wedding. He was probably the only one capable of putting up with all that ritualistic moon worship. Maybe she'll be the first to successfully crossbreed a Breton, but I doubt it.
Ooh, okay. Sova.
Sova's originally from Skywatch in the Somerset Isles, where she enraptured the court there from a very early age. The lady's got a real talent, which many of her folk thought that she was wasting by coming here. It took her some time for her to adapt to the squalor, and she's never keen on Nords or Orcs or hired thugs.
Whoops.
Her folk have a history with sea raiders from Hammerfell, you see. I tell you, if you think she's tough, you should meet her friends. They've been banned from visiting after the last time they inspected the place and found it unsuitable to requirements. I think they even had asked to see Rattle for a while when they cleaned up his equipment and messed up the calibrations.
But we get along just fine. As long as I bow to her every morning.
As long as I, give her, like, whatever
Goodbye now.
she wants, we're fine. We're good to go. Helping. Oh. I didn't do anything to the shovel. What the heck is this thing? Okay. Oh, I thought that was green mode. I was gonna go green mode. That's awesome. I didn't take the gold. I'm out of here. Light. Sure. All right, let's just go and save.
Hello, and
I ain't talking to a boast. Thank you very much.
I think I could use someone like you.
Okay.
Hello, and who might you be?
My name is Drathis. I'm a new member. Teeves sent me here.
Really? So nice to meet you. I'm Tumir, resident paleontologist. What brings you out here?
I need a vial of dissolving agent.
I'm afraid I have run dry at the moment.
You've what?
I used the last of it this morning on the Ampeaks.
The what?
But it's easily made, assuming you've got the slime, of course.
Oh, okay.
Which I've got plenty of.
Yay! The Ampix. He's gonna amp it up. Oh.
Technically speaking, it's Ampeaks adapsis.
The what?
Being the first of its kind in the whole of Cyrodiil, I got to name it.
Why won't you name it?
The Ampix is a prehistoric creature, eons old. Slithering along the coastline, filter feeding on sand, their chitin exoskeleton and long spines help protect them from ambush predators. This particular specimen is exceptionally well preserved, so we're putting forth utmost care when excavating.
Cool. Slime.
The corrosive slime from that cocoon in the outside tent is the active ingredient in the dissolving agent.
Is that why you couldn't take it?
It took me months to find that cocoon, but now I'm up to my knees in slime.
Easy to make.
Corrosive slime is the primary ingredient. Then you just mix that with green stain cup caps and you're done. I've got the slime, but I'm out of green stain cup caps. If you collect some for me, I'll make you a vial of dissolving agent. Green stain cup caps aren't hard to find. Try searching this island.
Already did.
And if you can't scavenge enough around here, try the Archaeology Guild garden. You'll need 5 green stain cup caps to make a single vial of dissolving agent.
We definitely should have that. We might even have more. We might even have double that. How many do we have? We have double that.
Go easy. Have you gathered the 5 green stain cup caps?
Not yet.
You better get going then. Try the Archaeology Guild garden if you can't find any more on this island.
Yeah, there is a chance where you can get unlucky and they won't give you anything. He definitely did.
Go easy.
He definitely does give you a good thing. Just go around the island, and you should get in more than enough.
Have you gathered the
yes, here you go.
Excellent. I'll just take those from you. Now, just give me a second to mix this together. And here you go. Your vial of dissolving agent.
Woo!
If you need more, I'm happy to oblige.
More dissolving agent.
This dissolving agent is surprisingly versatile. I'm sure you'll find it handy in 1 or 2 miscellaneous situations. If you ever need more, just see me. I can make you 1 vial for every 5 green stain cup caps you bring me.
Okay.
This dissolving agent.
I need.
Bye. Would you like me to make more dissolving agents?
Yes, please. No, thanks.
Alright, take care.
Okay. I'm more so just curious about what their dialogue options are.
Would you like?
Yes, please.
I'll just take those green stain cup caps from you. And here we are, your dissolving agent. Come back anytime, and stay safe.
Cool. So, we need this later on. That's why I'm grabbing it now. I'm gonna save it. And we're gonna return. Alright. Hello. Bye. Again, I want to find out what the problem is. Bye. Because only certain enemies will target me even with this. There's Naomi's thing. Oh, by the way, I have to figure out something else to use as the reward for Knights of the Nine Revelations. As you saw, we already have the spell tome from what Bladesong's scroll was, so I gotta figure out what a solution is that I can use for Knights of the Nine Revelations. So I have an idea.
You have the dissolving agent.
Yep.
Give it here.
I'll talk about it after this.
Perfect. Now I'll need some time to run the experiment.
Okay.
I have to be careful not to damage the inner matrix.
Okay.
In the meantime, I've got some good news for you.
There's pie. Reward.
Why don't you take the wandering eye? The green one sitting on the counter over there. I grow weary of it eyeballing me all day.
Okay. Experiment.
This dissolving agent you brought me is powerful stuff. It'll strip the outer meteoric matrix off, given enough time. But I've got to be careful.
Why?
Done hastily, the dissolving agent could damage the inner matrix as well.
Oh, okay. Good news. You got me pie. Thank you.
Ryther, our headmaster, has returned from his expedition.
Does he have
I've
pie?
already put in a good word for you, but he'd like to meet you in person. You can find him in the library. It's right around the corner to your right there.
Does he have pie?
Farewell.
I think we deserve pie. Hi. Can I go and, Cool. Hello there.
Yes.
Hello.
Greetings. You must be the new recruit I've heard so much about.
Sure.
I am Cal Ryther, Archaeology Guild headmaster. Teve tells me you've done a fine job clearing out that spire. So, let's discuss that temporary membership.
Oh no, did I not kill anything? Oh no, did I not kill something? Oh no, that's bad.
With all this recent activity, everyone's been swamped. Clearly we're lacking manpower, especially of your sort.
Oh, okay.
I'm making you the guild's official enforcer.
In quotes.
You are now a permanent member, responsible for clearing any hurdles we may run into.
Yes, I am the hurdle
Congratulations.
destroyer. Yes! Alright, now that I got a congratulations, what are the hurdles?
Actually, I already have something I need your assistance with. A hurdle of sorts.
Okay.
The expedition I just returned from, well, it led me to another spire, similar to the one you cleared. There's more than just one.
What?
Problem is, this particular spire was overgrown with thick vines.
Ow.
As hard as I tried, there was just no way of getting in. The entrance is completely blocked, but there's a nearby mine that burrows deep into the mountain on which this spire stands.
Okay.
If we could convince the miners to tunnel deeper towards the spire, I'm sure we'll have a way through.
Okay, convince the miners.
This is where you come in. I need you to speak to the mine foreman down there. Help him to see our cause. You must convince him to dig that tunnel. In the meantime, I'm going to lead an excavation effort at the spire you just cleared.
That should be cleared. Tess can be there to help you guys if you want. What about my job for Teve?
Whatever you're doing with Teve can wait.
Sorry.
Convincing that mine foreman shouldn't take you long, so when you're done, you can get back to Teve. Here, I'll mark Bloodvein Mine on your map. I'll also mark the overgrown spire. Have a look at the spire if you like, but don't bother trying to find a way in. I've already wasted enough time doing that. Godspeed.
Okay.
Very well.
Alright, Tess. They're going to be leaving soon. I want you to guard them. Protect them with your life. Okay, where do I need to go? It's way over there. I'll fast travel. I'm not gonna be that mean. Just a lot of the beginning stuff was way too close, so it's might as well just, you know, utilize the armor. It's pretty fast anyway. It's not like you're gonna be need to do my oh my word. Oh! Ow! That actually didn't do much damage. To be fair. What's a spire? Spire. I want to see it. Wow, look at that. That thing is pretty overgrown. I found the door right there. You literally just couldn't do this? Oh, it's unhinged. Well, couldn't just use a shovel and just shovel like behind it and get like a bunch of people with ropes and just move the door that way? How weak are these archaeologists? No, I'm kidding. Alright, ow. Heal. Go in. Yeah, sure, we'll use Night Eye. So this is what it does. It is not supposed to say that night vision was added, though. That means that something broke. But that's fine. I'm just gonna go light. Alright. So, who are you?
Are you here to help me? I've been bit.
What?
You should speak to Foreman Irving.
Get out of my sight, then. You've been bit by whatever it is. Alright. What about you?
What was that? Watch your back!
Ha! What is it? What? What? I don't know.
Please, help us! Foreman Irving is right over there.
Oh, okay. Is it just you three here? Is there anything else? Ooh. Is there anything else over here? Any secrets that I've never found on my single playthroughs of this with just myself and maybe my friends watching? Ooh, gold vein. I don't want to go steal stuff, and I did say I wasn't gonna do all of that. I hope I don't have to go in there. Yeah, looks like I've seen everything, right? I've been everywhere. The side tunnel. Gold vein, okay, oh. Can't go this direction, okay. Okay. No, so I wanna go over there, okay. Where is that? Is that this? Where is that? Oh, is it this thing? Oh, it's this thing, okay. Ooh. Actually, is that soul gem? Soul gem's not filled. I don't have soul trap on my sword, so I can't really do anything with it. Hello. Ooh, an hourglass. I wish to calculate the time it takes for me to talk to you. Oh, well, apparently that doesn't work. Hey, look at... That's so nice. I wonder if I'll actually do it for this. Hopefully I will remind myself to do it for the mod playthrough. Maybe Maybe I'll remember to do it here, but the fruit bats are kind of adorable. They're nice. I think it's a fruit bat. It looks like it's a bat, definitely, because it's hanging upside down. It's in a cave. But maybe it's a fruit bat. Well, I mean, why would you give it fruits if it's not?
Well, come on, out with it.
Sorry.
You don't look like you're from the mining office.
What?
What do you want?
Is that the Archaeology Guild? Because I'm from the Archaeology Guild.
And?
Well, I need you to dig a tunnel for us.
You what?
Well, yeah.
I've got other things to worry about now. Beat it.
Hey, you listen here. This is important.
Important? Who do you think you're talking to?
Stupid
now
mine foreman.
Listen. In case you haven't noticed, I've got a full-blown crisis on my hands. I've missed me second shipment, 2 of my best guys are missing, another's bleeding from the neck, and you come to me with this. Now scram, before I get really mad.
Now, I'm not going to go into too much in topic of that he said, like, I missed me second shipment, because it's probably the way that the person pronounces my, so I'm not going to go too much in topic. The mining office.
I sent one of the miners for help to the mining office.
Okay.
He should certainly have returned by now, if nothing happened to him.
Okay. What's in the cage?
That? Oh, that's Squeaky. She's a fruit bat.
Yes!
I found her while working in a mine in the marsh.
Now.
But that was ages ago, when I first started. She's the closest thing to solace in these godforsaken hellholes. Besides, she doesn't seem to mind the darkness. An ideal miner's companion, you might say.
It's so adorable. I'll give you 1,000 gold for it.
Sorry, Squiggy's not for sale.
Okay, can I repeat the...
That?
Okay, so I can't repeat it. It looks evil. I should kill it.
Hey, you're just asking for trouble, aren't you?
It's so adorable.
No, beat it.
Sorry. 2 guys missing.
Yeah, Styx and Darius were abducted by vampires. For all I know, they're probably dead. Or worse, one of them.
Oh no, they've been taken by vampires. What happened here?
Everything was going great till the middle of last week. We just struck a rich gold vein and our shipments were phenomenal.
Woo!
But I got too greedy. I should have never told the men to tunnel further. The following night, they broke into something alright. But it wasn't another gold vein. Some sort of ancient lair instead.
It looks so adorable. Ancient
Call it what you will, but it was full of vampires. Styx was the first to go in, but hours passed and he never came back, so I sent Darius in after him. Then the rest of the men, and I hear Darius running back, screaming for his life. Vampires were all over him. We fought a few of them back with what we had, but Tolonia was bitten, and the vampires got hold of Darius. Ever since, we've been terrified. Well, we barricaded the tunnel as best we could, but now my men are just too demoralized to work. We've been missing our shipments, and no one dares look for Styx or Darius.
No, nobody's dumb enough to do it. That's not even spelled awful, by the way. That's awful, but I need that tunnel, though.
Now you look here, until I see all those vampires' heads on that there spike. I'm not even going to entertain your gobbledygook scheme.
Gobbledygook. Alright, there we go.
Hey, watch your back.
Okay, while I am over here, I'm gonna go try and search up something real quick. Let's see here. I'm doing it with one hand, so it's not really gonna work. But it's fine.
Is there something on your mind?
Yeah, I killed a guy that's been bit. Is this the ancient lair? If I can actually get over. There you go. A gold vein. That's not an ancient lair. Oh, okay. I needed to go. Okay, I need spells, please. Okay. Hi. Hi.
Good day.
Hi. Rumors.
Colovia is a land of rugged wastes and highland forests.
Okay then.
Good day.
Well, I'm not really seeing anything here. Player dot add spell. What is it? A064, and I'm just gonna put a B at the end just so it errors. All right, buddy. Unfortunately, you have to go. Yeah, there's spatial awareness. I'll collect the vampire dust. I don't think it's ever gonna actually... I'm not actually gonna do anything with it, though. It's just gonna be something really interesting to have later on. Anyway. I'm gonna save it here. And we're gonna continue onward. Hi. Good day. Hi. Looks like the miners met an unfortunate fate. But a more unfortunate end. I must purge this lab. Every last one of these bloodsuckers. Give me money. Thank you. Give me money. Thank you. Yeah, okay. So, I did loot from those two. I said I wasn't gonna do that kind of stuff, though. But then again, this is from the mod, so it's not like it breaks what I said anyway. There you go, you're dead. I'm only gonna take your vampire dust. It's my calling card for vampires, so they know that I killed them. Their dust is gone. It's like one of my friends, I think, had a whole thing where they ended up like stealing the pants out of the opponent or the enemy after they killed them. I was always just like, why do you do that? And they're like, well, it's funny because then you just see them with no pants. And I'm like, okay. It was just weird in my opinion. Wait, is that filled? Yes! I can use my sword again. Because that gives me 15 uses? I'll use soul gems to kill the sword. It's now back at full prime. There you go. Yeah, I think the only thing that's going to have the sound cue is going to be the Nourish Blade. Because obviously if everything else happens, you're going to obviously see it because it's sort of, I don't want to say audible, but it's sort of like visual, so you're obviously going to see like if shock happened or fire or whatever. Got a cool staff here. Are these filled? Yes! Okay, so there's a thing over here. Is it this thing? No, it's not this thing. Although this is going to be a little bit hurtful. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to unlock this because it doesn't really matter. Anyway. Because you can open this. You can get... I mean, if there's gold in these, I'm going to definitely take it. It's free gold. But I'm definitely going to take whichever one is in... Ooh, this stuff. Nice. Whoops. My bad. We haven't really gone into any custom enemies yet. Okay, this one right here. Okay, so this one right here is actually kind of interesting because I actually didn't know about this until a little later. So how you're supposed to do this is you need a telekinesis spell. So if you don't have one, there's the command for it. There it is. So what you need to do is you need to go towards the key, and you can just Okay, there's supposed to be like a way you can... Okay, I think I'm just too fast for it. Either that or my spell's not working for some reason. Is there a reason why it's not working? Do I have resist magic at 100 or something? No, it's not. It's at 60. Okay, come on, dude. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go for the best one then. Let's remove this first. Remove spell. Then we're gonna go with the best one, which is I think 67 according to this. Whoops. There we go. Let's find out. So 10 is not enough. So is this one enough? That's the real question. Okay, there's supposed to be... Okay, there's supposed to be a way you can... Okay, so you're supposed to... I don't know if my armor's preventing it or something else. Actually, wait, you know what? Let's go test that out. Test that out real quick. Give me a second. Ah, should be fine. Revert thy form. This shouldn't cause too many issues here. Okay. Now there's, like, no excuse now for it working. Uh-oh, that might have caused a problem. Yeah, that might have caused a problem. You have to hold it? Oh. Okay, well, you're supposed to use telekinesis, and for some reason it's not working for me, so yeah. We're just gonna load it from here. Load the game from here. Yeah, let's just go. Repeat. Alright. My bad. I thought I could do it, but apparently not. Apparently I am mistaken. I'm just gonna grab these two. Grab your stuff. Oop, grab your stuff. Grab your stuff. Just gonna grab your vampire dust. Hi, buddy. You're identical. Just grab your dust and run. Yeah, I'm kind of shocked that it's not supposed to work. It worked before. Maybe I'm not getting lucky or something. Oops. That I actually missed. I feel ashamed. I feel ashamed calling myself a spell sword and I missed. Such an easy target, too. Okay, I definitely want these two, because I can use them later. Where'd that skeleton go? Oh, you're here. And I'm just gonna unlock this, because why not? Yeah, so this is supposed to be the rusty key. This is supposed to unlock this. I think I can lock it again, and it'll be the same thing. So, lock. There you go. That's how you're supposed to do it. Unfortunately, it didn't work for me. But then again, sometimes the game doesn't like me, so it could just be one of those moments. Those moments do happen to me from time to time, because the game just thinks like, oh, you're too overpowered because you have your armor. Nah. It just doesn't like me. Anyway, continuing onward. Hi. Hi. Oh. calling card to vampires. Yeah, obviously, if you're going through this, loot all the chests. Loot the coffins if you can. And vampires, obviously, I do heavily recommend the vampire dust. Because if you're a part of the Order of the Virtuous Blood, you can obviously turn it in and you can get a ton of gold that way. Just making sure that I've killed everything. I believe so. I could just summon the Lich and then just take a double back, but it's fine. Doesn't really matter. Alright, so here's a funny thing that can happen. That you can do literally in your game if you have 100% chameleon or you're invisible. You can skip all these vampires, go here, and the lair is cleared of vampires. I should relate this to Clarice Oven, the mine's foreman. I should also tell him of his comrade's gruesome end. You're strangely alive for being dead, but okay. Surprisingly, they don't care. Oh, this guy does. Never mind, he doesn't care enough. Don't worry, later on, we're going to be able to actually, like, see how far the special awareness goes. So it's all good. And since you're all dead, I think, we get to drink some ale. No, I'm kidding. Alright. What's over here? Oh, I've never been back here before. Oh, nothing. Okay. Where did you come from?
Show me what you've got.
You better not give me my vampire disease. Or your vampire disease. Oh, this is new. I actually didn't know this was here. I'm taking the gold, though. Who would have thought that the spell tome that I copied, the reflex spell, well, the reflect damage, because there is no reflect damage spell tome, apparently. It's only reflex spell. The one that I grabbed the information for to put it in that spell tome is one of the first things that I find. What? Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, you have to grab it from here. I'm taking the gold, though. I'm not going to take any legendary items or whatever. Unless it's custom. I don't care. And we're just going to go over here. We killed all of them. Just in case we have the vampire disease. Doesn't matter. Even if you get bit, it doesn't matter. I've seen someone have the vampire disease and do this. And it doesn't change the dialogue. So. And I'm not going to go and end up giving myself the vampire disease just to show it off. Just take my word for it. Doesn't matter. They don't detect that. So it's all good.
What? You've killed the vampires?
And of course, you can also keep those ones in that room.
All
alive.
of them? Let me see your neck.
Actually, you could probably keep all of them alive.
You look safe. But did you find Styx or Darius?
Those vampires made blood stew of them.
Show some respect, for God's sakes. Those were two of my best. But at least they died human.
I guess.
Anyways, thanks. You have done far more than I expected.
Well, to be fair, how do we know that they're Styx and Darius? They could have been other dead bodies. Who knows? What about this bit man? He'll turn.
He'll be fine. We'll get him to the nearest chapel tonight.
City chapel?
Now, I believe I owe you a favor, sir.
Please dig this tunnel for me.
Alright. I suppose we owe you that much, at least. After we heal up, I'll get the men working on it. Check back in a week or so. It'll take us that long, at least.
And maybe you'll get
better
gold that way.
yet, I'll send word to the Archaeology Guild when it's complete. Alright?
Okay. Awesome. Alright.
Hey, watch your back.
It's not like the other guy that's like, look out behind you or whatever, and there's nothing there. Hi.
You've helped us more than the mining office ever has. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You've killed them all? Thank you, stranger.
Oh, thank you for helping us.
You're welcome. You sound like you're about to die. But it's fine. I don't really care. Anyway, yeah. Let's find out through the... Yeah, we have to head back to the Archaeology Guild. We have to go and report back. I'm going to save it now, because I have a feeling the game's going to crash any second. And we're going to head in. And then the game crashes. Oh, no, it didn't. What an interesting thing. Alright. Alright, Teve.
I'm glad you've got me. I had just about given up waiting for you, and was setting off to catch up with Ryther. He's already at the Spire.
Take Tess with you.
Looks like you were able to convince those miners, huh? Great. Then that's that. But listen, the reason I stayed behind was to tell you the results of the experiment. I thought you'd want to know.
Reward. There's 2 rewards because it's 2 different rewards. Like this one is from the other, is the Wandering Eye, so he'll keep repeating that you can just take the Wandering Eye. This one's actually a display case key, I think.
Take this key to display case, Jay.
Yep.
I've got to run.
He's always going to say that. I think it's non-miss... I think you can't miss it. I think somebody else will give it to you, but just in case, take it here.
I completed it. A bit hastily, but it'll do. For now. That dissolving agent ate away virtually all of the outer matrix to reveal a brilliant shard. The inscribed glyph I was telling you about is now clearly visible. Here, I transcribed it for you on this parchment. This glyph is peculiar. I've never seen anything like it. I'm already late, so here's what I need you to do. Take this parchment to Domitian Verus and see if he can identify this glyph.
Okay.
Try to make sense of it by the time I get back. I'll hang on to the shard for now. I can clean it up some more.
Okay. And that's pretty much everything. So yeah, so this will obviously be the...
Take this key to display.
He's not obviously going to give it to you again, but yeah.
That's all then.
Yep. Alright, Tess. You got Teve. Meanwhile, we're going to go talk to Domitian Verus. That thing weighs 255... Okay, then. Okay, I just want to know something real quick before we continue onward. Can I cannot. Good to know. Okay. Unless I use storage from my mod in order to be able to do it, but I guess not. Alright, buddy. I'm slowly making my way over there because it looks so dramatic, me walking over here. Alright.
Enforcer, I'm glad you're here. I just opened this keg of mead. I brewed it myself. Here, take a tankard. Well, don't drink it yet. We need a toast. Let's see. You know, looking at you reminds me of a story for just such an occasion.
Alright, so I'm going to go with the funny option, or I'm going to go with what I would normally do. But we're going to go back and get to the other option. For God's sakes, are you drunk?
Me? Wah, no. Just killing the tedium. What is it you wanted?
So pretty much you are drunk. Here, take a look at this.
What's that? Let me see it closer.
Okay.
Now this is intriguing.
What is it?
No, I've never seen anything like it. Although, stylistically, it's similar to these glyphs I've been studying from the Spire.
Oh. Okay, it's auto-saved to the entrance. Okay, just gonna... Okay, I want to see if you can actually miss the reward too. So, this will help.
Info, I just... What? You know.
Okay, let's hear it.
Good. It goes like this. Once there was a man, but he was always depressed. One day a fellow asked him, "Sir, why this displeasure with life?" The man replied, "I have the desire to buy a house, but not the means. I have the means to buy a horse, but not the desire. And so I toast you, Enforcer. May your means and desires always coincide. Cheers!"
What? What? Here, take a look at this.
What's that?
Okay, Okay. I'll proceed with this save. I'm going to keep a mental note of it, and plus I'm going to keep it on the side so I can do it on my own time, and I'll see if there actually is anything that happens. I'll probably do it in between, because I'm definitely not going to be doing this entire mod during one sitting. I've regretted doing that for Knights of Nine Revelations. I'm not going to do it again. Anyway, let's reload this save.
You were going to show me something?
Oh, so he does say something. Okay, here, take it.
What's that?
Okay, we already seen this. Okay, Spiroglyphs.
Ever since we found that spire ruin, I've been captivated by its luminescent glyphs. I started cataloging them.
That's smart.
23 glyphs I've cataloged so far.
Almost the alphabet.
But their meaning still has me baffled. I'm no closer to deciphering them now than when I started. No thanks to Rathmer.
Who's Rathmer? Who's this Rathmer character?
Don't get me started on him.
You're the one who brought him up.
He runs a bookstore in Braville. Rathmer's Books.
Braville has a bookstore?
He recently acquired a unique book. Its title is written in ancient Iliad, translating roughly as Runes of Cyrodiil.
Ooh.
He got me all excited about buying it, but then he say it's not for sale. At least not to me, or for such a low price.
Okay.
That Xilestar want top price, so he's going to auction it off to some wealthy collectors.
Well, it makes sense, right?
That book contains transcripts of many long-lost runes and glyphs. It may even mention this glyph you show me here. Anyways, after pleading with Rathmer to sell me the book, the best I could do was convince him to sell me a copy.
Well, that's good.
It's been a few weeks now, and I haven't heard from him. Simply put, this book is crucial to my research. It could unravel not only our current dead end, but many others before it. How about doing me a favor? Check up on Rathmer for me. See if he had the transcript completed. Here, take this cash. You'll need it. Rathmer's store is located in Braville.
Okay. Alright.
Very well.
As I said, posters are going to be later. Actually, this will actually be a good test for... Okay, it's good. I don't know what happens if you, like, load a save and then go back to it. But it's all good. Okay, Skingrad. No, he wants Breville. Ah, Breville. There you go. Castle Breville. Let's go. Alright, let's go. I want it to be daytime, please. Sure. There you go. I had an extra hour because I didn't realize it said 58 until the last second. Alright. This is it, right? No, it says Ratmer books. No, I'm in the wrong area. No, I'm kidding. Okay. Hello, buddy. I'm here for Varus. But first things first. I'm here to destroy this planter of yours. I'm here for the book.
Welcome, welcome. Do you see anything you like?
I'm here on behalf of Varus.
I see. Then you've come for the book.
Exactly.
Oh, everybody's impatient. I'll tell you what I told the others. The transcript is not yet ready.
What do you mean?
Come back later.
The transcript?
You're not the first to come by here. I have several interested buyers for this exquisite tome. And, well, quite frankly, Varus's offer doesn't even come close to top bid.
Well, yeah, he's a researcher.
Luckily for him, he's interested in the subject matter more than the book itself.
Well, yeah.
So, he settled for a transcript.
Makes sense.
This, however, has made the collectors somewhat impatient, as they wanted me to auction it immediately. I'm starting to regret not having done so, as I'm being hounded by everyone. Tell Varus to be patient. I can't sell it to him until Miro completes the copy.
Miro? Collectors.
Details about my customers are strictly confidential.
What if I...
Needless to say, a book of this rarity attracts attention.
Okay. What if I... click on the right menu? What if I...
Farewell, my dear sir.
What if I... persuade you?
Details about my customers...
Oh, it's Max. So yeah, he's not gonna talk about it. Miro.
Ria Miro, that is. She's a professional scribe. I gave her the runes of Cyrodiil to transcribe.
Okay.
Now that you mention it, she did say it would only take a few days to complete the work. If you truly want to speed things along, go see Miro in Leowyn. Ask her what's taking so long, then return to me.
Okay.
Good day.
Looks like we're off to Leowyn. Alright. Where's this Miro's place? I've been to Leowyn so many times, it's probably going to be as quick as possible. Where are they? No, it's definitely not Miro's place. Hi.
Warm day.
Where is this Miro? Oh, that wasn't there before. Hello there.
Are you looking for me?
Maybe? I don't know.
Stop right there, citizen. You've entered a restricted area.
Sorry. What happened here?
It was the middle of the night when we first received reports of smoke coming from this direction.
Has this just happened?
The guards were quickly mobilized, but by the time we arrived, Miro's office was in full blaze. I am under strict orders not to let anyone in until a full investigation is concluded.
Let me in.
I'm not supposed to, but alright, make it quick.
Make it quick.
Take care.
Alright. Let's do some little bit of sleuthing here. So you see, this house here is very weirdly shaped in this area specifically. What a weird house design. And if you look, this wall is strangely weird like this. This wall goes this direction, but this wall ends in this direction. And it doesn't, and it's not even like they intersect here, because then what would they need this brick right over here? And there's a body over here! Ria Miro is dead, and her office is a pile of smoldering ash. An accident? The ruins of Cyrodiil is certainly a sufficient motive for arson. I'd better search around for clues. We have already been doing that, but we didn't notice the body here. No, these shelves don't really have anything. Maybe the upstairs has clues. Alright. Let's see here. This doesn't really seem like it has any clues here. Seems like this is a trap. Almost like the beam's gonna collapse. Oh, what's this? Chart transcript. Yeah. What? There we go. Hey, buddy.
Warmest Blackwood greetings.
Do you think this is a transcript of any kind? It doesn't really look like it. It looks like a weird piece of cheese that kind of just got burnt on the bottom. But whatever. We'll take it. We'll take it with us. I thought I wanted to kind of, like, throw it in the air and then do this. I could find nothing in Ria Miro's office, but this charred transcript that I threw in the air, I should inform Rathman Breville that Miro's death. Miro's dead. It was this tree's fault. I saw it do it. He didn't like the scribe because she was using paper. I don't know. I thought it would be kind of a funny joke. There you go. Perfect. I'm back. And I am not happy.
Why the glum face?
I'm not glum. I'm angry. Ria Miro is dead.
Arson? But who?
I didn't say arson. I said someone did.
That damned book.
It's cursed.
Some of the collectors were impatient, but this is downright desperation. Thank you for returning to tell me this. I will handle Miro's affairs and alert the authorities.
That's good.
I'd best get going.
Okay then. What do you have for... You sell clothes. You're a bookstore. You're a bookstore. There you go. You got books for me.
Good day.
Good day, sir. Alright, well, that happened. Alright. Let's return. Let's return back to Varus. Weird that there's no waypoint markers. Oh no, the game's glitched. Oh no! Stone. Alright. You're supposed to be with Steve right now. Hey, look. Dragon scale face. Or vase. Or vase, if you will. I don't know. Imagine if that's how you're supposed to pronounce it. It's pronounced as vase.
Did you obtain that transcript?
No, it got burnt, buddy. There were some problems.
The scribe's office was burnt down?
No.
Unscrupulous collectors have always made life difficult for us. But this is beyond the pale. Were you able to find any clues as to who this arsonist might be?
Why would it be on the place in Skyrim? Okay, whatever. Yes, I found this.
In a pile of burning rubble? Hand it here.
Say please.
This is certainly the transcript of Runes of Cyrodiil, but it's badly burned.
I'm sorry that I couldn't save it before.
I think I can still make something of it. Let's see if our mysterious glyph is referenced anywhere in here.
Probably isn't a reward.
I have just the thing for you. Take this key to this Blackest A.
Yeah. Mysterious glyph.
I can't find any mention of it. However, look at this curious reference. Look, one of the glyphs in this book is identical to a spire glyph I've catalogued. These numerals here must be the coordinates of where the glyph was witnessed. They warrant further exploration.
Okay.
Go speak to Aster Se. Work with him to track down this location. In the meantime, I will scour the transcript for further leads. With some time and luck, I might make sense of this ancient language.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Alright. Alright, Aster Se. I've been told to speak with you.
How are you, Enforcer? Did you hear of Teve's news from the Spire?
No.
By the way, he told me of that brilliant shard you found.
Well, I am
Were you
brilliant.
able to make anything of it?
I don't know. I need your help.
Sure, I'd be glad to help. And you say Varus got these coordinates out of an Ayleid source?
No, it's well Ayleid.
I have just the thing to make sense of them. Here, this Ayleid map of Cyrodiil was something Solan and I worked on years ago.
There you go, that's correct.
Each sector on this map is indexed with 2 sets of numerals, like the ones Varus gave you. Allow me to translate this waypoint to your map, and then you'll be all set.
Okay. To be fair, I'm no better. I think I always pronounce it as I lied, like Ayleid, but I lied instead. So I would mistake the I and the E. So it would be, in my head, it would be Aylied. And I'm like, that's not how you pronounce it.
This map is not actually Ayleid.
What?
Solan and I drafted it up a while back.
You went to the first era too?
When Solan was exploring the Ayleid ruins, he deciphered the Ayleid's mapping conventions.
Oh.
The Ayleid had divided the topology of Cyrodiil into many sectors. Each sector was then referenced by a set of numerals, like you have here. This map was integral to Solan's work.
So
before we drafted it, finding an Ayleid ruin was purely a matter of luck.
So it's sort of like the game Battleship, where you say like B1 and it would go to B1, and like C1 and all that stuff. Okay. That's how I'm kind of wording it in my head. Anyway, waypoint.
Oh, that waypoint is in the vicinity of the Nibene Basin. You should go there and scope it out.
Okay.
It could be another spire.
Ooh, nice! Teve's news.
Teve sends word that he found a stash of artifacts at the newfound spire.
I missed
the
stuff?
very one you cleared out.
What?
He says he found an ancient weapon and a scroll rod.
Could've been
Can't
my
wait
weapon.
until he gets back. I want to get a look at that ancient weapon.
I know, it's gonna be mine. I'm gonna steal it from Teve. Alright, fine.
Bye.
Alright. You better go to the spire. I don't want anything bad to happen to Teve. Oops. There we go. We want to go to Pristine Spire. What? What? Okay. Well, I hope it's a spire or anything like that. It's not like the waypoint is going to definitely, like, spoil it or anything like that. Where am I going? What's that? Oh my god, it's another spire! Just as Say suspected, the Ayleid waypoint leads to another spire. I should explore the spire, clear out any dangerous creatures, and keep my eyes open for artifacts. Alright. Aww. It ruined the music. Alright, well, if I can edit it in, I'm gonna edit it in for as long as it'll go. So you'll probably hear 2 different music, but I'm sorry. Maybe. Uh-oh. Ooh. Alright, yeah, so here's how far it'll go for the spatial awareness, like... It'll should kick in, yeah, there you go. That is, 30 feet, by the way. And it's dead. Alright. Hey, buddy, what do you have? You have a lot of stuff. Nice. Alright, so we're level 35, by the way. So all this level loot is going to be about average to a normal person's character. So probably not my stats, but the rewards over there. Oh no, the crystal astronaut thing died. Oh no. Whatever will we do? Is that right? It is. Hey, buddy. Cool. It's got some cool little glowing marks on it. Nice. Anyway. It's got a silver spoon. We don't need the silver spoon. I don't need a silver spoon. Oh, that was weird. Weird last right there. There you go. Oh, it died. Oh, we're already here. Awesome. Alright then, we're going down here then. Unless I haven't been everywhere. We've been everywhere there. We've been everywhere here. Wait. Does this not have anything? Hi there, buddy. Hello, buddy. There you go. I gotta go through all of the different sound effects and find the ones that are pretty cool for like progression. Maybe, and I'll have one that like tells you that you got like a kill, and then I'll have one that's like it's now fully recharged. Hi. And you're down for the count. Hi. And you're dead. And that spell's not even my most powerful one. Helping Hand's pretty much mostly a guaranteed instant kill for low-level enemies. And I think mid-game enemies too. I think late game, they get a little bit better in terms of health and defenses kind of thing. Also, in case I didn't actually mention this, because I don't remember mentioning it, but I might have mentioned it somewhere else and I'm just not remembering. I added a weapon. Probably would have noticed it because I did go back into the house for it because I just made it not too long ago. I think it's literally like not 20 seconds ago, about like, no, it's about 2 hours ago. Yeah, I woke up pretty early today just to kind of make it. So for future mod playthroughs, including this one, so not excluding this one, but it's gonna start with this one, and I will go back to previous ones and post, or not post. I'm going to put a pinned comment on those ones specifically to pretty much answer the age-old question: can this boss fight or can this thing be cheesed with paralysis? Because that's pretty much what most people usually ask for certain boss fights. So, yeah. Actually, I want to check this area. This area seems more interesting. Hi. Yeah. So even though I do have a spell that kind of guarantees paralysis, I don't really like to use spells for paralysis. Even if it's a spell that I made specifically because it had paralysis. So yeah, so I'm not going to do that. Yeah, one thing that I forgot to do is, and I'm going to definitely do it right after either this entire mod playthrough, because I might just continue the rest of it later. So I probably won't have enough time to actually do it. But one thing that I definitely want to do... Oh, cool. It's a Spitter Daedra. Oh, it's a Spitter Dead Daedra. I don't really care for your items. I'm going through the entire cave as if I want to try and get through everything in here before we continue onward and go through this area. Actually, since that is technically an area we're testing, the dagger wouldn't really break anything, or not really break anything, I should say. It's fine. I'm just trying to figure out everything here. Okay. Where am I in... Oh, there we go. Oh, it's a punishment. Ooh. Where am I going? Is that everything? Have I been everywhere, technically? Minus that portal thing? Yeah, I've been everywhere but the portal thing. Alright. Let's go back then. I do have to go and pick up one thing, though. It's in the travel chest, isn't it? So the paralyzed test. So this is for boss battles specifically, so we can test to make sure if that boss battle can be cheesed at any point in time. Yes, do we dare enter the ominous portal? Not yet. Then return when you are ready, of course. We shall save it. And then we are ready to enter the ominous portal. I love this music. It's awesome. And it continues after you leave the menu. Alright, so this dagger right here, or short sword, as if you've actually gotten the blade debaser, you know exactly what this does. So what this does is that it makes the opponent completely weak to magic, but it also makes it so that they get paralyzed. It's not meant to do any physical damage, it's meant so that you can use spells in tandem with it to do damage. That's what its entire thing is about. Hi, buddy. So this one you can cheese, as you can see here. You can cheese it, and you could just. So if you had a normal weapon, you could just do this, and obviously they would get a ton of damage, and then you just go, I'm bored. You kill it. So he's dead. So, you'll be able to get some really cool... Oh, I got Ring of Perfection already? Man. Jeez, man. And, we're going to loot him. You take the Warlock Skull. It's a cool decorative item you can grab. Oh, after the boss fight, the music ends. Or you loot him. Okay, that's sad. Always... That's another Ring of Perfection. What the heck is going on here? Yeah, so that's all that stuff. Make sure you always loot this, what's it called? A coffer? Yeah, a coffer. Just don't actually cough. You'll get some really cool sigil stone-like items like this, which actually does frost damage and absorb magicka by certain points. That's pretty cool. You get a bunch of flawless gems. I think it's just assorted gems kind of thing. I don't think they're always guaranteed flawless. And you'll get some gold, and you'll get a Warlock Torch. And you'll want to make sure that before you leave this area, because this is actually easily missable, and because if you cast a spell lying around, certain entities move kind of thing, make sure that you actually loot this body. If you're a pretty low level, free elven stuff, very good, but we don't care about that. Obviously, we don't care about that. We want this alien scroll right here. I found a scroll on the corpse of what looks like an alien captive. Its writing is illegible. I should take it back to Varus. So let's go back to Varus, I guess. Not yet. Then return when you are ready. So it's just always going to do that. Alright. Night Eye, why not? Alright, maybe I'll patch that or something. It's just an easy fix. Anyway, it's fine. Let's go. We're leaving now. So I want to go into a little bit on topic of why I actually added the oh yeah, the warlock staff. Yeah, that's actually kind of nice. I want to go a little bit in topic of why I added a this script to have a Night Eye version of it. Because in certain caves and dungeons, you know, you want to have that little Night Eye thing. It's usually very helpful kind of thing. It looks really good. But a lot of the time, I have a few mods that I want to do for the channel that recommend torches, which becomes a problem because, well, as you know, my main weapon is a two-hander. Two-handers, of course, require two hands, and my character doesn't have three, so I can't use a torch. I think there's a way you can glitch it, so though you can have the torch with the sword, but it looks really weird. What the heck is that thing? What the heck is this for? Okay. So that's going to be it for now. We're going to go in. We're going to save it here. And next time we will we'll probably turn into Varus, and we will probably end up finishing the mod. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time for some more Oblivion mod playthrough of the Lost Spires.